Welcome everyone to my second new Extra Grandmaster series. Now we're going to be doing Zerg Cheese the Grandmaster. I really want to embrace the Zerg creativity and do the craziest stuff. The first thing that came to mind actually was an Ultralisk drop on like one base. I don't know how the hell that's going to work, but let's begin. All right, the first cheese is going to be against a Diamond Protoss. Now, I have some ideas, but I do want to ask you guys for inspiration. What kind of cheeses, what kind of builds do you want to see in this series? I mean, I've had some pretty ridiculous ideas already, but I guess, we're going to have to see what you guys really want to see. Now, obviously, I did have the Proxy Hatch through Grandmaster series already, so the Proxy Hatches are already pretty solid. Actually, I do feel like going for some kind of a proxy hatch here just to start us off. Now, some ideas that I had that I really wanted to do in the first episode. I mean, I can't do all of the ideas. I have you guys know me. I have some weird builds in my brain sometimes, okay? Like the Ultralisk drop, I don't know about that one. But I also really wanted to play fast swarm host. Like maybe like one base or two base swarm host. I don't think it fits with this strategy. Now here, one build I also really like is bailing all-ins. I don't really know how to do them properly, so you guys have probably never seen me do them before, but I do really like bailing attacks, so maybe going for a bailing all-in would be a cool strategy. Now this is pretty much just, I'm just going to annoy him. I'm going to do a hatch block, and then after this, I think I want to try go for a bailing all-in if we see the opportunity. Maybe roaches or so. You do have to be very careful at picking your cheese against Protoss, because if Protoss goes for like a Stargate, that does already kind of remove a bunch of the cheeses, unless you're really sneaky, right? So I guess we'll see. I do really love this build, by the way. The build I'm doing, I think, is the first time I'm doing it against Protoss. I used to do this against Terran a lot, where I go for a double extractor trick to go up to 16 drones, and then play a hatch pool without an overlord. So I have like a really good hatch block here. And my build is still pretty decent. I actually really love this version of the build. And then with this overlord, I suppose we're going to be able to see if he is going for maybe like a one-base Stargate or something to counter this. Now, I still want to keep playing cheesy. Like, this is not... If this was Proxy Hatch or Master, sure, I would be able to play a macro game, but here I want to keep it super cheesy. So I think what I'm going to do is maybe go for like a Nidus or something. But I do really want to see what he's doing. I mean, that hatchery's going to live forever. I don't think I'm even going to cancel this. There's no... I think I should make a queen there as well. Yeah, that sounds perfect. Maybe I can make a queen. I don't think I can get away making a spine crawler. Let's see. The pool is almost finished. Yeah, exactly. He has 2 gateways. He is making more zealots, though. That is something to keep in mind. He is making more zealots. That means there is probably no Stargate. So maybe I could, go for like a bailing all-in or something. Let's see, the queen is almost at 19. As soon as this reaches 19, you want to start the Zerglings. Actually, it doesn't really matter against Protoss that much because he can't kill the Zerglings anyway. Or he can't really kill the queen anyway with the Marines, right? Like, there's only Zealots here. They don't have range. Now, he is going to have a lot. You know what I think? I think it's going to be smart for me to just send everything into the main. I think that is a pretty good play. I kind of like that idea, actually. Okay, I'm going to run this. You see, that's going... Wait, I can block it. He might not be able... Oh, he's not going to be able to reach the Creep Tumor, guys. Look, the Creep Tumor is blocked. He's not going to be able to reach it. I'm going to surround this Zealot that he's not realizing. Yeah, we're actually going to get a Creep Tumor up. Let's go. He's not going to be able to take that base forever. I'm going to start link speed. Now, it is going to be weird to... Oh, look at the HP on that. It's 4 HP. It was just 1 hit away. Now, he does have a Stargate. Let me try... No, I'm not going to surround it because the probes are coming. He does have a Stargate, so maybe the best option for me would still go for the Nidus, right? Because then I can get queens in his base. It's gonna make a Void Ray, looks like. Oh, that Zealot almost dies. That would have been pretty nice. Let me get some probes here. I mean, so far this has been fantastic harassment. Now he's not paying attention, so we're gonna move the Creep Tumor. Then I'm gonna start a lair to start preparing for the Nidus. I'm gonna make another queen as well. The distraction here has been very... Oh my god, look at the freaking creep in his natural, guys. His natural, it's just not gonna happen anymore. I should probably stop making freaking drones, but I'm just having such a good time with this build. Maybe I can even snipe this pylon. I think barely not right with the Zealot. Yeah, with the Zealot, I don't think so. I'm gonna run past, actually. I want to keep annoying him forever, basically. That's the plan. Gonna make a spore over here. I don't think I need too many spores. I mean, it is a Void Ray after all, and not an Oracle. But he should really be making an Oracle, by the way, because then he can detect. Now he's just gonna be stuck forever. Now, I do want to go for the Nidus play, so I think what I'm gonna do... it sucks that I don't have an Overlord there. I'm going to send another Overlord. Wait, if he forgot about that, he's going to regret that because I will Nidus with that Overlord. I mean, technically, I have Creep here as well. Now, I have been playing a little greedy. I have to admit, I've definitely been playing a little greedy. Let's see, I'm going to go for the Nidus network. I guess I'll put it up here in the middle of the bases. Would have been nice to spread a little bit of creep, actually. Would make sense to hotkey that. I'm just going to hotkey it there. Okay, so that's one Stalker. I'm actually very happy to see the Stalker because Stalkers are not that good here. You see the Queens can pretty much defend the Void Ray on their own. I just need to make sure I wait for a couple more links. Here we go. Now I have enough links. The Zealots are going to get surrounded instantly. Let me pull those back. And since he's coming back in, I'm going to surround those units as well. I ran away with the Queen to bait the Void Ray, and the Void Ray is going to die. And it looks like I won't even need the Nidus. And there we go. This build, I think, might be the staple of PvZ for me for this challenge. Because this proxy hatch, I mean, you just look at the chaos. This sets me up for anything. I don't necessarily want to kill them with this, but I get really good scouting. And then I can decide based on a follow-up. If I didn't see the Stargate, if I saw a Twilight Council, I can pop down a Bailing Nest. Or if I see a Robo, I could go for Infestation Pit. I go Swarmhost, even cooler. If I see the Stargate, I can go for a Nidus Squeeze. I really like this. I'm still going to do more variation stuff, but this was a very cool warm-up game. Let's go for the next one. And we got another Protoss player. Okay, this is when I'm going to start experimenting with my second build. I just said that the last build might be the staple of my Zerg cheese play, like kind of the foundation. But I have another foundation in mind as well. So, a while ago, actually it's longer than I thought. I'm already quite old, huh? I think like 3 years ago or something, I popularized a build that was not mine, actually. Just did not pretend. Which was a double link drop build against Protoss. And this build started with a 1717, which basically means you go for a gas pool before the hatch without making it like incredibly all in, right? So the point of this is, like, at some point I saw Rogue, one of the best Zergs of all time in GSL. He was playing 1717 and then just played a normal macro game, kind of as, just a mind game more than anything else. I also figured out another build, which was, I think it was a Roach all-in from a 1717 against people that played Robo. So what I figured was that you can do 1717 and it's really confusing. You can deny Scout and then you can pretty much do a lot of different cheeses after that. And how many cheeses exactly? Hopefully I'm going to find it out in that series. Now I'm very curious as to whether I could do Swarm Host or not, because I feel like those Swarm Host builds, I mean, sometimes they look kind of disgusting, but I feel like they're very cool, and I want to see if I can make it happen here. I do have to admit I'm a little more scared of cheesing Protoss and cheesing Terran, and I think it's because Protoss tends to have... Oh, wait, he's not even blocking me? Okay. I just assumed he was going to block this hatch, so I had to take the next one, but there we go. I'll take that. But Protoss has these very early harassment units, very often like Adepts and Oracles going into your base, killing your drones and stuff. And if you're not ready for them, that's just incredibly painful. So it does feel a little... it makes me a little more scared. Something I could do, perhaps. Actually, I do like this idea. I need to hold on to this. Is that I could maybe wall off my natural. I feel like when I saw some good Zergs in the past cheese, like Bly, you guys might know him, one of the Zerg experts of cheese in our, StarCraft 2 long history. I think I saw him a few times walled off with like 2 Evos and a Roach Warren, because you do need to accompany the, the cheese with something, right? Like you can't just make Swarmos, usually you want some Roaches. So maybe that is what I need to do. What do I make now? Do I just make drones or do I make links? I'm not 100% sure, actually. Now, killing that worker is going to be nice. He went for 2 gateways, so he's already quite scared. I don't think this is necessarily good for me. I mean, he hasn't expanded yet, so that is pretty good. Let's see. He's probably going to go for a double Adept now. I'm going to start my lair. I do need to make a bunch of links at some point. I imagine I killed the probe, else exactly, else they would have chased. Now, how much can I really afford Swarmos is the question. I think, first of all, I need a couple links out, mostly, so I can just catch the Adepts if he actually sages across the map. I mean, I think it'd be kind of crazy if he does that, but you never know. I mean, people have done crazier things against me before. So I could make an infestation. I also want to do something with infestors, by the way. I was not quite sure what it is yet, but I have all these ideas in my head that are just crossing each other as of this moment, and I don't really know which ones I want to execute and which ones I don't. I am going to put another Overlord there. I do think I need probably I need a significant amount of gas. Okay, so there's units moving out there. I can probably catch those. Actually, that second Adept is going to make it a bit harder. But I can kill... Oh, that's a really good surround. I can kill the Stalker instantly. And then I'm going to surround it. Okay, this is going way too smooth. I got both units really fast. I mean, the Zealot's going to go uncontested, but I don't really care about that. So now I'm going to make an Infestation Pit. I could have walled off with that too, but maybe that's a little bit too much. Is he doing it? Do I need to make another gas? That I'm not sure about. I could also make more queens. Yeah, I definitely think I need more queens. Yeah, there's a Stargate. Exactly. Okay, that's perfect. So now what you want to do with the Overlords is you want to kind of spread them so you can drop a Nidus on both fronts. That's the plan. Now, I can't afford... I don't know. How much does a Swarm out cost? I think it's like 100. It's like 150 or something? 175. Okay, so I can't afford that many yet, so I don't even know if I need to rush with, you know, making the Nidus or something. It's probably better for me to make creep, to be honest, because I don't even have a lot of, you know, I don't have money to spend the larva at all. Let's see, I think it would be worth it from the moment that I have, like, I want to say like 5 swarmos, so maybe that is a number that I should be aiming for. I'm going to put this here. Okay, I'm going to start making a bunch of swarmos now. I got a bunch of extra queens on the way, so I'll have 4. Let's see, I did kill... Wait, did I kill the probe? I feel like I saw something die. But I didn't even know what it would be, to be honest. Let's see. Oh, I was pressing the wrong button. Man, my Zerg is pretty rusty. Okay, so where do I put the Nidus? I guess the first Nidus is just going to be over here. There we go. I'm very happy to see that he's actually expanding, by the way. Like, I wouldn't want to get all in this situation. That would be very freaking scary. Okay, I'm going to get these extra guys up as well. And then I'm going to make another Nidus over here, I think. Let's see. This is just 3, right? Yeah, this is just 3. Let's see what I can do from this angle. Like, this is completely new territory for me, guys. I actually have to completely learn how to do this pretty much. Let's see. What should I go for? Probably... Usually, you could even go for the Nexus because you do so much damage, but this is just not enough Swarmos to do that with yet. Let's see. I'm going to make another one over there. Then you put the Swarmos back in. Yeah, he might activate the Oracle. I do need to make spores, I think, because that's pretty scary. I could also put a couple of my queens in here. That's not the worst idea ever. So he's going to kill that one now. That's okay, because I'll just rebuild it at some point. And now I got a couple of queens coming out. That's nice. Let's see, I guess... Did I put a creep tumor here? I guess so. Okay, he's going to try to kill the Nidus, but I'm not quite sure if that's the right idea. I mean, this is on creep, so I could transfuse. I barely don't have one. Oh my god, that was so freaking close. I mean, it still almost dies, though. Let's see, how many more Swarmos can I make? I mean, this few... Wait, are just these few gonna kill the Nexus? No, barely not, right? No, I was thinking, like, oh my god, that would have been insane. Oh, wait, can I pop out a queen? Is that a thing? Okay, that's kind of disgusting. Not gonna lie. I actually kind of feel bad for him that I just popped in there and killed his freaking Oracle. I can also put a Nidus at the front. I mean, at this point, I have so many Swarmos that I feel like he's never really gonna have a good time anymore. I do need to wait to put down another one. I have one creep tumor here. Let's see. He's gonna go back up now. And then at some point... Okay, maybe I accidentally showed him my Nidus here. That's kind of unfortunate. Let's see. I'm gonna snipe... I'm pretty sure I'm gonna just kill his main Nexus, though. Like, I don't even know what he's really supposed to do here at this point. Let's see. Is it too far away? I'm pretty sure the Nexus is just gonna die. Because Swarmos, like, Locusts are crazy, guys. Trust me. Look at this. Oh my god, the Nexus is just gone. That is so insane. Now, he did see that one. That is well done by him. I guess I should probably just put some more queens in here. Like, do I really need these, you know, queens at home? I'm not convinced I do, to be honest. Good thing I still have the creep tumor. Maybe he's not going to expect the Nidus in the natural. That could be a decent play. Let's see, I have one more queen in there, right? Yeah. Guess I'll just move forward. And he just gives up, man. This has been... I messed up. Okay, well, that is... a pretty honest assessment of the situation here. And this build, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like this was very poorly executed. I was not clean with it. I didn't really know when I should attack or how many queens I should put in the Nidus, but this looks freaking strong. Like, he just doesn't have units to deal with my stuff. Now, I'm not quite sure if 1717 is the way to go, but I definitely want to improve this. If you guys have tips, if you watch like a lot of pro Zergs, please let me know, because I would love to do this better. But this was very strong. I enjoyed it. Let's go for game number 3. And we got a Zerg. Okay, now how do we cheese a Zerg in a creative way? That's a pretty tough one. You know, I have been thinking outside of the normal patterns, as I usually do, right? So normally what you do if you cheese with Zerg is you either go for a 12 full and do it straight away, or you play a normal game, make a third hatchery and stuff like that, and then you just suddenly stop making drones and go for a mass link flood. So I wonder how we could fake them out like super hard. Like, there must be some builds. I know there are some out there where you can be super sneaky and do a build where you go for a 12 pool, but it still looks like you're playing hatch first, stuff like that, like just by not making any drones and putting down the hatchery. I want to figure out those builds, and then you go for something sneaky, you know? One of my favorite builds to do in ZVZ was always to go for a 12 pool, and then as a follow-up still go for the link flood. Now, I haven't been doing that many link floods normally. I don't know how many creative cheeses you can really do in ZVZ that haven't been done yet. There were a couple. I still remember trying to do the trick where you make a hatchery in front of your opponent's base, canceling it for the creep, and then making a spine. And I failed massively, and I could never get the spine down, and then I ran out of money. That's what happened the last time I tried that, so I'm not quite sure if I'm ready for that level of embarrassment again. Or maybe I should just make sure I practice it in the unit tester extensively, you know, before bringing it to the big stage here in the real games. But what I want to do here is I think I'm going to do an Omega fake. But I need to be a bit lucky for this one. So the plan I had in mind was I make 16 drones. Okay, here we are, guys. I make 16 drones, so I have perfect saturation, right? And then what I do is I transfer all the drones to the natural and have 0 drones in the main, but just pretending that I have a full-on natural. Obviously, I would have to do this step by step. And then just saving links in the back of my base all the time. I'm actually excited for this. I do hope that my opponent scouts, because if my opponent doesn't scout, then this could just fail as well, right? And that would be absolutely devastating. All right, let's see. I'm going to start by making a couple. That's going to finish right now. There we go. I think I'm going to make an Overlord. And I feel like I have enough drones already, to be fair. So my opponent also went for a hatch first. You can tell by the creep there. But how many drones do I send to my natural? And I need to check if my... Oh, I do need to start link speed, of course. I'm not really in a rush, but, you know, if I didn't get it now, I might have forgotten it later. I do need to see if my opponent actually scouts with Zerglings. I feel like that is pretty important. I'm going to scout with a couple here. Because if he doesn't scout with Zergling, then there's no point in me transferring, right? Because the Overlord is not going to see it anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'll just pay attention to my Overlord. It doesn't look like he's scouting at all, actually, which is pretty crazy. I could... Wait, should I go for an Evolution Chamber, maybe? I do kind of like that idea. Yeah, I'll go for an Evolution Chamber as well. And my opponent's already making a third base, but without scouting. Oh my god, I'm going to hit him with like 5 million links. And he hasn't scouted me whatsoever. It would be funny if he does like the same thing, but like properly. So with like a fake third base behind it, right? I'm just doing it straight up. Like I'm not even, you know, not a single carry in the world. I mean, I think my idea is pretty good. Okay, so he's making a baiting nest already. That is pretty scary, I have to admit. That's definitely pretty scary. Gonna start +1 attack now. I'm just gonna run around. Bailings... I mean, they are pretty much an ultimate counter to what I'm doing. That's the thing. Let's see. Speed is going to finish in 10 seconds, so I think I can probably go already. Here we go. And then what I'm supposed to do is I'm supposed to block the wall off with these Zerglings, right? That's the plan. So at some point, he's going to see it with an Overlord. Let's see. He's going to see it with an Overlord. He saw it with the Zerglings, actually, not the Overlord. And then I just need to make sure he doesn't get the wall off up. He's going for it now. I don't think I can block it. Maybe I can block it a little bit. It's going to be close. Oh, the Queens are not in position. There we go. We're going to get in here. The other links are pulled back. And look how many freaking Zerglings I have. I think I bought just enough time. The timing on this was perfect. And my opponent is, I think, going to get absolutely obliterated here. I mean, he has links in my base. That is cool and all. But I have 5 million links in his base instead. It would have been even cooler if I got the mind game off, but for now, I'll live with it. Like, it's fine. Is it dumb? Is it dumb? I'm not going to complain, right? But anyway, that's going to be it for the first episode of Zerg. Please let me know in the comments what cheeses you want to see, because I want to do the builds that you guys are excited for the most. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all for the next one. Adios.